Hello again, everyone. Mark with Grimtastic baits. And no, I didn't make this bait. I did buy it. And it's a Savage Gear 3D Shine Glide is what it is. And it caught my eye mostly, well, I always like trying out different glide baits, of course. But the color, although basic, kind of got me thinking I'd like to try and color match this with some soft plastic. And I am not the type that likes to color match. I do not do any special orders for people based on color stuff because people are so picky when it comes to color. And some people, you know, they actually see color different than others. So as opposed to getting into that whole dilemma, I just don't do it. But this one's got me kind of intrigued because of all the hologram. So I'm thinking the midsection, it's going to be a triple inject. Midsection will probably be all a thick hologram flake. I'm debating on using a pearl white with hologram in it, or maybe just using hologram flake with white flake to be different. And up here, I'm thinking maybe a powder, possibly a powder colorant, some mica powder, and then dipping. It looks like there's a little bit of hologram that makes its way up in there, so maybe a real light dose of hologram there. Anyway, that's my plan. Still haven't figured out which mold I'm going to use, although I'm thinking probably the 4.1 inch, but let's give this a try. So while heating the plastic up, I have completely changed my mind on what I think I'm going to do with the green. Here, let me add a little light to the situation. There we go. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a drop, maybe 2 drops. Do 2 drops of black. Then, yes, scold me, I'm not wearing gloves. I know, it drives me nuts. Oh, crap. I'd have gone too dark right off the bat. Ah, we'll be all right. Instead of a, yeah, God, maybe it is too dark. We're going to try it anyway. Remember that little sampler kit I got from Lure Works? This is the moss green. And I'm going to open that up. And I've never tried this glitter before. But I think I'm going to use this as the primary way to pigment the color. And I'm going to go heavy on it. I'm actually going to go 2 scoops of this good stuff. And we'll see. Yep, that's what I was hoping it was going to do. Okay. It needs a little more green. Let's do a drop or 2 of watermelon. And I am making this up as I, oh, that was more like 3 because it ran right on out. Kind of making this up as I go, as if you can't tell. God, that's still very clear. That's about 10 drops total. Well, hope I don't have to figure out what that color is again. Lure Works. Always said they need to do better with the labeling on their bottles. Okay, there we go. And you know what? Just for good measure, we're going to do a dash of highlight green. And I think this is going to give me the top color I'm looking for. Yeah. Let's see. That looks pretty good. Let me get the bait out. Oh, duh. You know I'm missing. Glad I did that, or I wouldn't have even thought about it. I'm going to do a half of the hologram. There's what we're missing. Yeah. Don't know if the camera will pick that up, but I like that. I'm going with that. All right, next color. I changed my mind on that too. I'm not going to do white glitter. I'm actually just going to go plain Jane pearl white. I'll probably do about a half, well, that's going to be an eighth. That actually looks like quite a bit. Eighth of that. Still nice and translucent. That's what I'm looking for. That way the glitter really comes out. Okay. Gonna go the same thing, an eighth of a teaspoon on the holographic glitter, just because, like I say, that bait has what looks like hologram all the way through it. And I want to duplicate that the best I can. So if we do so, yeah, that works out real good against a white board, doesn't it? But with my eye, I can see that that's what I'm looking for. I don't know if you can see the belly color or not. It's basically just a white with a little bit of, well, look at that. Let's just smear it all over. There. What a better way to view it, huh? That works. That's like the second easiest color. Next, we're going to do the easiest color. And that's just going to be the midsection. All right, last color. Hold on. This is going to be a tricky one. Holographic glitter. Three-quarters teaspoon. Yeah, it looks heavy, but I got to use this as my main center color, and I almost do not want it to be translucent on this one. And I'm gonna add more. Yeah, we're gonna go a full teaspoon. I don't think I've ever used that much glitter before. By the way, I'm doing these all to 3/4 cup, so this isn't an exact 1 cup recipe like you normally see. This is 3/4. Why? Because it is humid as freaking heck in this garage today, and I knew I was going to have to vacuum some bubbles out. Oh, yeah. And so that's why I did that. Oh, this is going to be... I'm liking this. Next up, I guess we'll get out some molds and we'll see what kind of havoc we can cause. All right, got them all heated up, about the same temperature, using the triple, so I gotta work fast here. So let's see if we can make this happen. Yes, that was my table creaking as I push down the injector, and that's not good. You know what? As opposed to getting burned and taking the fail, I'm only going to go, oh, that set up really fast. I'm only going to go with 4, and as you can see, I somehow knocked out one of my lights. Anyway, that was fun. So we'll see how it turned out and maybe do a reheat, see if we can't finish filling up the ones I didn't get down here at the end that you can't see. Okay, let's have a look at these at the same time. This is the first one I did, so we'll see. Yeah, that's kind of what I was looking for. Got the white on the bottom, got the holographic in the middle, and then we got that green. I could have gone a little darker on the green, but why don't we get that in some sunlight here in a minute? Let's check the others, because I got a feeling it's pretty close. And I think once you see it in natural light, we're going to be pretty darn close. I almost don't want to darken it up at all. I think I'm going to keep it as is. You know what I really think about, I want to get real fancy. What I should have done, sorry about that, was a core shot in the middle, cut the tail off, and then used like a green and an amber color to core shot the tail out. That would have been pretty cool. But I'm not going to go through all that. I don't feel like it. Because it's hotter than the hubs of hell out here. That one turned out pretty good too. Cannot complain. I will fish these. Here's where we started getting sketchy, where the stuff was setting up a little fast. But you know what? That worked out really good. And now for the last one, which is one where trouble really kind of started. This one, as you can see, we didn't even... If this turned out, I'll be shocked. Because, well, you know, there's a possibility because the sprue did get solid at the bottom. It'd be a testament to a great mold that Epic Bait Maids has mold. Or made mold. Bleh. Huh. Even though we struggled on that last shot, it turned out. Looky there. White on the bottom, holographic middle. Nice and green on the top. That moss green flake. I'm very happy with that. All right, let's take them in the sun and take a look. All right, so we're all done, and I forgot to show you, as I usually do, once you take all three of those colors and blend them together, when you're basically down to next to nothing, I had a lot more than I thought I did left, because I was able to do some speed worms, some of the old Epic baits. I don't know, I just kind of call that a finesse worm. I really like how simple it is for a hand pour. And I even had some leftovers to do enough for a tray of these. And these are all, I have a plan for these. I'm planning on doing a kind of a surprise giveaway to a kayak team. You might have to watch another YouTube channel to find out. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it yet or not, but then the star of the show ends up, we put some eyes on them, and that's what we got. So I'm pretty happy with the way those turned out. I think they look pretty good. You're not going to ever duplicate that hologram in a bait, but you can certainly try. But these will probably also be something that I'm thinking of giving away. So it's not going to be a, I say, it's going to go to a local team, I'm thinking. My giveaways on the channel have kind of failed. I've tried it 2 or 3 times now, and they just don't take off for some reason. So anyway, I had fun making these. Hope you guys enjoyed it and maybe inspired you a little bit to maybe try the same color or something along that variety. But anyway, as always, don't like, don't subscribe. I'm not your dad. I can't tell you what to do. But thanks for watching and have a great weekend.